Good morning, everyone, to Market Insights. This is Landmark Title's week or monthly webinar where we bring you, it feels like weekly sometimes because these months go by so fast. This is where we bring you the monthly stats that are going on in our Phoenix metro market. And we are joined today with Scott Kiburz, who is the ARMLS Specialist. And Scott has some really interesting facts and figures for us today. He and I were just talking before this that we have been feeling and waiting for this supposed shift to come in our market. And Scott's going to tell you about what to expect from our market coming up. Scott, take it away.
Thank you, Sarah. Hi, everybody. I'm joining you today from Washington, D.C. at the NAR conference, National Association of Realtors Conference. And 2 full weeks ago was the Inman conference in New York. So there's a lot of interesting commentary that's happening from Inman, and there's a lot of policy making happening at the NAR conference here that's happening this week. But I'd like to drill into the metro part of Phoenix market, what's happening since a month ago. And let's begin, Sarah, with the first slide, please. And maybe you need to share those slides. There we go. So let's talk fast facts right out of the gate. So our active listings as of the 1st of this month were 5,053 in Maricopa County. Single family was 4,401, townhomes 388, condos 292, manufactured homes 238. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick sidebar on that. We frequently divide out our fast facts with single family, townhome, condo, then manufactured homes, because we know that as you look at prices going up, it's going to happen in the single family first, and prices going up in manufactured home is going to happen last. In reverse order, if there is a trend change that manufactured homes are going to go down first and single family homes are going to go down last. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to a slide and we'll talk about that specific fact here just in a couple more ahead. Solds were 7619. Absorption rate was 132% for the month. Coming soon, we're at 744. Gosh, it's about 15-18% of our market. Interest rates, big change there in the last 60 days. They're running between 4.7 and 5.5, depending. Average sales price continues to surge at 591, 794. Those are the fast facts, ladies and gentlemen. As we move ahead, Sarah, the big influences. This is my 3rd month of including these influences: government, economy, technology, and societal shifts. Ladies and gentlemen, between war in Ukraine, we've got Roe versus Wade happening. We've got interest rates, inflation. We've got the mid-terms elections coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot happening. Societal shifts. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that about 11% of all land in our immediate area in Arizona is being bought by home builders, developers that are going to be creating single-family rental homes. Single-family rental homes, around 11%. We're one of the highest in the nation right now that's doing that. And as I learned last week at the broker quarterly luncheon, that, ladies and gentlemen, when builders build single-family rentals, they're not required to provide a 100-year water supply. If a builder was building a set of homes, they have to guarantee that. Ladies and gentlemen, look for societal shifts, single-family rentals from builders, because they don't have to provide that 100-year water supply. We'll talk more about that in the coming months. Sarah? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a graph from CoreLogic, and what they're looking at is the odds of regional home prices dropping in the coming year. And in green, very low, light green low, high in kind of orange. So as you hover over the state of Arizona, you're going to see both dark green, meaning very low, and high in orange. Ladies and gentlemen, that the orange in Arizona represents Prescott in that corridor, but right below Prescott is Maricopa County, which is in dark green. In CoreLogic, what they're saying, and again, statistics don't lie and liars use statistics, but somebody's reached out and said there's a very low probability that home prices are going to drop in Maricopa County. In reverse, Prescott, in that corridor, in that quadrant of our state, there's a bigger chance of that. One of the reasons is water. Next slide, Sarah. This graph here, same report, looks at home prices in America that they deem are overvalued. And ladies and gentlemen, Arizona shows up bright red there, that a lot of our homes, by this definition of CoreLogic, were highly overpriced. Just a data point. Sarah, as we move into this graphic, we're trying to look at just a quarterly trend for those who like to look at numbers versus visual graphs. So when you take the top line, total actives in ARMLS, we're now at 6,640, and that's up from 4,549. That's a pretty big number. That's a couple thousand homes that were increased. And more importantly, in Maricopa County, we've gone from 3,308 to 5,053. It's about 1,700 homes, give or take. As we drop down towards the bottom of this graph and we look at solds, and the top of the line says April. For the month of April, we sold 9,268 homes total in the MLS and 7,619 in Maricopa County, single family 5,916. Ladies and gentlemen, in the grand scheme of things, it was a very solid month for Maricopa County and our entire state. Sarah? Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted you to see this. This is coming from Lewis, our new commissioner, and he's just talking about Arizona licenses. And ladies and gentlemen, we just crested 9149, an all-time record of real estate licenses in our state. And we set an all-new time record of total active license 51,128. There's a lot of real estate happening in our marketplace. In the national level, we're at over 1.5 million realtors throughout the US today. Sarah? Another data point that's important to know is that there's going to be a briefing about the California Colorado River shortage briefing. That's happening on the 6th between 9 and 11. For those that can catch this and attend, worth paying attention to. Sarah? Now, this is just a little commentary that I wrote up, and it's talking about water supply as it pertains to single-family rentals. And then in the area of Rio Verde in our metro, there's been a shortage of water in wells for Rio Verde. The aquifers are not feeling like they want to, and some people supplement, and some people have moved straight to hold water or hauled in water to provide for their homes. It's apparently, I need to confirm this 100%, but it looks like Scottsdale is going to pass legislation, or has passed, that no longer will allow the Scottsdale water treatment plant on the Joe Max location to sell water to people who haul water outside the city of Scottsdale, primarily Rio Verde. That's one of the greatest buyers of hauled water into that area. And so look for that. And if you happen to be representing a buyer or seller in that corridor, Rio Verde, or anybody out to the north of there, Carefree, Cave Creek, New River, where they may be hauling water, ladies and gentlemen, look hard into that and protect your sellers, protect your buyers. Sarah? Quick data point, there's a legislative bill out there about wholesalers. And again, this is coming from Scott Drucker, and this is having to do with disclosure, and is the buyer of your home, your listing, a wholesaler? And this is all being discussed as we speak. Good things to know. There may be an additional disclosure that's going to be required. Sarah? Let's get into the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. As of the 1st, we had 4,994 active listings. I was hoping that would bump to 5,000. It hasn't. Under contract 8783. What I'd like you to focus on, ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom left, the red and blue graph, sold to list price ratio. Now, this is done on the 1st, and what you're looking at is that the average sale price was running at about 102.7, and the median sales price was running north of 101, about 101.5. Now, today is the 3rd, and we're presenting this on Thursday, but please know, since the 1st, the average sales price is definitely leveled off at 102, and the median sales price has dropped right down to 100.2 as of this recording. Now, on the bottom right, price per square foot last 24 months, we're always looking for triggers developments. Again, nobody wants to catch any falling glass. What we're seeing on the first, on the bottom there, I'm sorry, on the far right, is average and sales price in April. I have it written down here. Please know this, between April and May 1st, April's average sale price was 304.12, and the beginning of May, 324.72. Here's the drum roll explosion I want to share with everybody. The mean sale price per square foot in April, $285.55 for April, and as we move into May 1st, it is down 40 cents from 285.55 to 285.15. I'm certainly not saying the sky is falling, but ladies and gentlemen, that is the very first time we've seen any kind of reduction in that trend line for either the median and or average sale price. Sarah? As we drill into this, it was saying here that our absorption rate is 132.21 with 0.76 month of supply May 1st, and that's down from 212.78 and 0.47 in April. So a very significant downturn. Ladies and gentlemen, 132% absorption rate is still astronomical, but it is down 75–80% of what it was last month. Sarah? When we look into Maricopa County, again, this is a snapshot, hover over the metro about 30,000 feet over all Maricopa County. Our listings are up 27%. That's significant. Solds are down 17%. Overall, that's significant. Median sales price, still one of the best in the nation, up an average of 27.3 at 285.37. That's all Maricopa aggregated together. Our month of supply is 0.76, days on market just 16. Ladies and gentlemen, we still are in a white hot market. Now, individual cities and sometimes zip codes function completely differently than that. Now let's go to the next slide, Sarah, and try to look at dissecting all of Maricopa County. Active listings here just in Maricopa County, 4,995. Sold 6,604. Now here's what I'd like you to look at. Solds in blue, 6,604 versus the second line down, new listings, 8,963. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the biggest upticks in new listings, north of 2,300 doors, new listings in what we sold in Maricopa County in the last 30 days. Next slide. Now, what I wanted to look at here was active listings, and I'm just trying to help our entire buyer and seller marketplace agents. What you're looking at on the in the gray top, you're looking at all the listings, 4,995, and then as you drop below where it says current, you're looking at how many doors or how many units are active at those various price points. So right now, without a doubt, of that just under 5,000 doors, 2,700 of those fall between 300,000 and 700,000. And it's just giving you an idea of what's happening at that price point. If you go just up a little bit to 200 to 300 and slide all the way over to the right, you're going to see that that market is down 35% compared to a year ago. In the spirit of the homes priced at $200,000 to $300,000, that train has left the station, ladies and gentlemen. It's down dramatically. Sarah? Active listings per square foot. So I got real specific here for a reason. So when we look at all the homes, they're at $299.58 active list price. Single family at 301, and please go into the next column. 30 days ago was at 294. 90 days ago was at 280. You see that steep trend that single family has enjoyed. Townhomes, condos are at 321 a square foot, up from 315 and 301 back 90 days ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the green arrow on the bottom left. Manufactured homes currently 158.64, down $9 some from 167 just 30 days ago. Ladies and gentlemen, we watch the trend. We a lot of times see manufactured homes the last to go up and the first to come down. In this example, We're going to watch this trend for the next 30 days to see if that's consistent and see if manufactured home prices go down. Next slide, Sarah. Under contract. So please know this, ladies and gentlemen, all homes combined up 283 from 281 30 days ago. Single families up, just in this example, just up less than $1 at 282. Townhomes and condos, they're up $3.50, $4 at 299. And again, manufactured home, I got those 3 arrows in the bottom of the graph for us, are actually under contract or down from 30 days ago at 190.64 down to 178.63. And that's just honestly a downward trend that I've witnessed for the first time. Sarah? When we look at sold listings, again, trying to create knowledge and wealth for all your buyer and listing agents, all homes together, list to sell price, we're at 102.60, single family at 102.63, townhomes even were higher at 103.09. And as you look at sold to original list price, 102 respectfully and 98.47 manufactured home. Good knowledge to have. And again, we continue to watch hard at those percentages in case there truly is a leveling that happens and or a leveling and a slight decline in our marketplace. We're going to be very much on top of this in the next 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah? Now, again, I wanted to look at just supply and demand for 2022 April versus 2021 April. For all properties aggregated together, we had 0.49 months of inventory a year ago. We're currently at 0.76 months of inventory. The other part is we've gone from our biggest amount of inventory are homes over 4,000 square feet. We have 2.3 months of supply available. And that's just a big number that we haven't seen. Big number, 2.3 months. Oh my God, that's not much at all. And yet that's the biggest it's been in several years for us. Sarah? As we look at supply versus demand dwelling type, so we have 0.76 months of supply for single family, just 0.61 of townhomes and condo, and 1 month of supply for manufactured homes. And that's down from 0.47 versus 0.5, 0.95 a year ago. We're just getting a little bit of breathing room in terms of our supply in our marketplace. Sarah? Ladies and gentlemen, what I wanted to share here is the active number of listings. And I wanted to go back and just double check where we were a year ago and a couple of years ago. So this is essentially the 1st of May. And at the far right of the graph, we were at 4993. That's basically May 1st. That's the number of active listings we had on that morning. If we go back to the equivalent of May 1st a year ago, we were at 3766. And if we go back 2 years ago, we had 11,000 active listings. Now that also, ladies and gentlemen, was right at the peak of COVID, the pause of the first COVID and the 2 years since. That is the cycle of active listings we've had in Maricopa County ever since the initial announcement of COVID, March of 2020. Sarah? When we look at under contract, we had a great month. We were at 10,975. If we go back to April a year ago, that's about where we were a year ago. And if we go back 2 years ago, it's 2,000 more doors than we'd closed 2 years ago this time. Under contract in our marketplace, Maricopa County. Sarah? Now, I wanted to point out in the green arrows here, this is closed listings. So closed listings in Maricopa County, 7769 for this past month. A year ago, we were at 9254, and 2 years ago, we were at 6814. We're gonna hopefully see some leveling, some normalcy come back to our marketplace. Sarah? Okay, new listings. And I'm trying to be funny here for just a quick second and say the yippee skippy dance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 10,490 new listings that have happened in the last 30 days. And that is approaching the peak that we've ever done in the last 2 years. It's 10,559, 11,000. October of 2020 was our biggest new listing month in the last 2 years. But we are definitely climbing out. I made the comment, ladies and gentlemen, to Sarah before we started. I said, just going from 0.49 months of inventory to 0.76, ladies and gentlemen, the people that want to sell but don't know where they're going to go, they have fear that they're going to be homeless, just jumping up by a couple thousand additional doors from where we were, that may cause a secondary change of people are like, yes, I have confidence I'll find my new home. Let's go ahead and list my current home and I can move on. In spite of interest rates, I'd like to move on. There's a percent of people out there like that. Sarah? Okay, canceled listings. I just wanted to make sure that we were not seeing any kind of sky falling. And so, ladies and gentlemen, our normal trend for this time of year is in the high 500s, just under 600. March, April, we were at 575, 582. Go back a year ago at this time, we're at 593. Ladies and gentlemen, canceled listings, not super common in Maricopa County, even for the whole year. And that's by month. Sarah? When we get into now from A to the letter T, we've got a variety of communities that we're going to go through. And we may not stop at all these, Sarah, but I wanted everybody to begin to take a look and see what's important. If they're focused on a specific city, Gilbert, Chandler, etc., I wanted them to understand how to read this graph. So active listings are up in blue, 3.3% in Apache Junction. Sold listings are down 14% in green. The median sale price, that's something that we're really trending hard right now. All Maricopa counties in the 27%. Apache Junction is feeling the benefits of the marketplace, and they're up 33% this time a year ago. Not going back January to January. That is going back a year from today. And some month of supply is at 0.61. That's up 20%, but it's still only 0.6 of 1 month supply. Days on market are the same at 23 days. That is how we read this report. And now on the bottom right, you're going to see the variety of cities that we go through. So Sarah, if you'll stay with me close, we're going to go right past some of those, and others we're going to pause a bit longer. So let's pause here at Carefree. Ladies and gentlemen, Carefree is up only 18% from where it was a year ago. Not much, but sold listings are only are down 72%. We only sold 8 homes in Carefree last month. As we look at the luxury marketplace of Paradise Valley, Carefree, Cave Creek, parts of Scottsdale, we normally see those listings, if they're going to list and sell, we normally see them list as early as September, definitely no later than November. And if they're not under contract by April, or in this case, May, a lot of times that type of buyer will pause and wait for the next season in the fall to show up. So I wanted to be very clear about that. The reason the median sale price may be only up only 18.2%. Sarah? Cave Creek by counterparts up 27.9%. And their sold listings are down 25%, but they've got 68, not just 8. Big difference in the marketplace. Sarah? Chandler, let's pause here. 27.9% increase from a year ago. Active listings are up 40%. They're still building homes out there to supplement that. Sold listings are down 22%. Month of supply 0.64. Ladies and gentlemen, there's here at the NAR event, there was conversation about Capitol Hill and the semiconductor chip issue that's going on globally. Ladies and gentlemen, that comes right back to Arizona. That's being talked about at the national stage, but both Intel and the Taiwanese are building plants as fast as they can in Arizona. Chandler is a big part of the Intel vibe. Look for that just to be a super steady hold in home prices moving forward. Sarah? Fountain Hills. Gilbert, let's just keep going. Gilbert up 29%, Glendale 30%. Keep going, Sarah. Gold Canyon, go back to Gold Canyon just half a second. Active listings are up 13%. Market is up 24%. Supply is gone up over 1 month, 1.15. Again, a lot of times that's more of a retirement type area, but it's a very specialized market. Continue, Sarah. Goodyear, let's pause here. Goodyear, active listings are up 62.8%, up to 140. Again, we're building homes here. We're building a lot of warehouses. There's talk too about freeway coming from Vegas all the way to Mexico. Look for this just to be a very sought after community moving forward in the next 10, 20 years. Levine, I do this for my MCA, up 38.9%. Active listings, 150% increase from 21 to 54. They're building a few houses there, becoming more and more sought after place to live. Sarah? Litchfield Park is up 32%. Next slide. Town of Maricopa County, 27.9. Active listings are up 182%. They're just building in Maricopa County. Mesa, continue, active listings up 41%. Let's pause here. Go back to PV for me. Paradise Valley, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, explosion. Active listings down 25%. We normally see the people that need to sell luxury are getting out this time of year. Ladies and gentlemen, when we look at a 27% increase in home values in Maricopa County, and you go into Paradise Valley, the most affluent zip code in our state, and they're up 64% from a year ago. 722 average sale price. We've rang the bell a couple times in that marketplace where homes have sold for over $2,000 a square foot. The Ritz-Carlton is getting closer and closer to being done. There's a lot of wealth coming to our metro, and Paradise Valley has been a fortunate recipient of a lot of that. Just wanted to share that out loud. Peoria, 30%. Keep going, Sarah. Phoenix, let's pause here. 29.2%. Listings are up 10%. Median sale price $293.92. 0.69 of 1 month of supply, days on market just 14. Highly sought after city. We're doing a lot of things right with our infrastructure, our workforce, our laborers, our schools. In the grand scheme of things, our state is doing many, many things well. When I've heard some of the stories that are happening in Florida, Texas, New Orleans, Indianapolis, Reno, from people are talking about fixed rent rates. They're talking about HOA violations. They're talking about the extremism of insurance companies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is fun to sell real estate in the Metro Phoenix area. We do a lot of things right. Sarah? Queen Creek up 25%. Actives are up 70. They're building homes there. Sarah? Rio Verde. Let's pause here. Active listings are up 70.7%. Median sale price are up 25%. This is the water supply example that I was just learning about this week. We're going to watch Rio Verde and their water issue and see if they can find an alternative to get water to their homeowners without a significant price hike. Sarah? Santan Valley is up 35%, building like crazy. Again, doing a lot of things right there. Sarah? Scottsdale up 31%. Active listings are down 4.3%. 424.68 is the median sales price, and month supply is at 0.9. We're easily getting over $1 million average sale price in Scottsdale. Sarah? Sun City West. We would normally see this market slow down just a little bit come summer due to between 60 and 70% of the people in those two communities in that area do leave for the summer, and yet they're still holding median sale price at 28.6. Sarah? Surprise is up 35% in their median sale price, $259.94, and 0.7 months of supply. Active listings are up 54.5%. There is more choice there than there's been in a long time. Sarah? Tempe, landlocked. It's up 25.3% at $311.78 average sale price. Active listings are up 11.4. Days on market, screaming fast, 10 days. Sarah? Tolleson, it's up 23. And if we go to the last one, I think, Sarah, Tonopah, it's not 30, it's 50.4% sale price, median sale price. 222, month supply one month, and active listings are up 86.7%. Prices have ascended. Are we wrapping up there, Sarah? Do we have anything else? Oh, I have just a couple bonus slides for those who are still staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming from Michael Del Pre and some insights about iBuyers. So a couple things here. Again, we know that Zillow has left that market, but what he is saying is that iBuyers are becoming more and more valid. Opendoor is approaching scale, and they're expecting the graphed in blue lines or what they anticipated what was going to be happening Q4 of 2021, and it looks like they're coming out of 2022 pretty aggressively, Sarah, and make an impact. So Sarah, in closing, especially coming to these two national meetings, both Inman and the NAR conference in the last two of the last 3 weeks, there's a phrase, you're always a celebrity when you're from out of town. Going to these national meetings and hearing the things that people struggle with in other markets. We have low inventory. Yes, we do. We're a melting pot of everything new coming into our industry. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've witnessed now is not so much that, oh, just go disrupt Phoenix because we should. Now that I know what I know, people come there because we're great at doing business. We've got great contracts. We've got great infrastructure. We've got land overall. We've got water in the grand scheme of things. We've got very capable people in the real estate industry with title and lending and real estate. And when I hear some of the less fortunate episodes that are happening in other parts of the United States, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad as an owner broker, we don't have to worry about that. Sarah, your company always does a great job. Your people lead with their heart. The last thing I'm going to leave you with came from Inman 3 weeks ago, and that is this. Ladies and gentlemen, standard of care. You've got to be a great realtor, listing agent, buyer agent. You've got to have great partners. That's a given. Of the 23 people that took the floor on day 1 and 2, 7 people basically shared the same message. And that is, be passionate about real estate, be great at your models and systems, leverage and partners, and then go meet your clients where your passions lie. If you're about veterans or homeless or Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, hunting, fishing, camping, politics, whatever it may be, go meet your clients there, get a shared context and a shared connection. And you will bond tighter, faster, and provide a better experience for your clients. And that is certainly one of the reasons we enjoy working with Landmark is shared culture, shared belief, putting the client first, and doing what it takes to get over the finish line. So I appreciate you, appreciate your entire team, and thanks for another day of market insights that we can provide.
Thank you, Scott. That was awesome. That's so excited to see where these stats go over the next month, and we'll be watching it closely. And thank you, obviously, for the nice, kind words about Landmark Title. And these are the faces of your partners in Landmark Title. These are our business development managers. If you're not already working with one of them, please reach out. We'd love to make the connection. They can help you to get all the information that we had today. We do record this, and we do have these slides available, and we can brand them for whatever area you would like these branded for, whatever area you work, wherever you want to share, how to get in front of your clients and be the person in the know. Please reach out to them. Thank you to Beth, Becky, Michelle up in Prescott, Patty, Tom, Mary, Melinda, Michael, and Renee, who just joined our team as well. Please reach out to them for all of your stat marketing, anything you need, accountability. These are your people. And then, as always, thank you to Landmark Title for allowing us to bring you market insights on the first Thursday every month. We'll be excited to see what next month looks like, Scott. And thank you, of course, to Scott Kiburz for coming on here and giving us the lowdown on what's going on. This is necessary information. If you're not sharing this with your clients, I really recommend you do. Be the realtor in the know.
Glad to help, Sarah. Have a great week out there, please.
Thank you. You too, Scott.
Bye now.